Hello children, I am Binita Nair, teacher of Silver Hills High Secondary School, Calicut. I welcome you all to this session of English for class 7th. Today I am going to show you some of the very famous books cover pages. Here it is. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dork Diaries, Tom Gates' Excellent Excuses, The Diary of a Young Girl. Many of you might have read these famous books. Now, can you tell me what are the specialities of these books? Exactly. All these books are diaries written by young children. So, today we are going to learn how to make a diary entry. Before we learn the format of diary entry, let us see what is a diary entry. A diary is a personal document of an individual to store his or her emotions, feelings or thoughts on daily basis. Usually when people they write diary daily before going to bed at night. You can write whatever you feel like writing because nobody is going to judge you and nobody will criticize your diary because you are not going to show it to anyone. It should be an extension of your mind, it should be safe, it should be free. A diary can be whatever you decide and should be a place where you can be honest. You can tell your diary every feeling of yours. You have to be honest towards your diary, whether you have done something good or something wrong, everything you can express here, and later on this diary will become your best friend. Let us see what is the purpose of a diary entry. A diary is a personal record of key moments or incidents that have happened to the writer. It tells about the writer's lifestyle, it tells about the emotions, feelings and sometimes even the culture of the society. So, in future if you become very famous and if your diary is published, all these things people can know through your diary. Then it records the writer's thoughts or feelings as we discussed earlier. You can express your feelings. Then it gives a sense of writer's personality. What are his choices, what are his likes, dislikes, everything, because you will be at some point of time you will be mentioning all these things in your diary. How to write a diary? Many of you might be in the habit of writing diary. Those who don't know how to write diary, let us see how we have to write a diary or how we must write a diary. Write in a chronological order. Chronological order means the thing which happened early in the day, that event you have to mention first, and you have to end with the event that took place in the evening. Then write in the first person. You have to write diary always from the I perspective. We must feel that we are the part of this diary. So, we often use pronouns such as I, we, us, we are, we were, like this to express our feeling in the diary, and we feel that we are the part of the story. Detailed description. Which type of detailed description we can give? Like if you are visiting some place, if you are purchasing something, if you are meeting some people, about each and everything you can express your opinion here in your diary. Avoid describing which is not needed. So, it is obvious in the thing which you are not interested or which is not needed to be remembered, you can avoid those things. Your diary has to include your personal touch. So, you are not going to write about something you are not interested in or the event or the incident which is not related to you. Familiar events. Talking about events that involved you or your family or close friends. So, whenever we write diary, we have to write about the events which is related to us, maybe to our friends, our close family members, or something which happened to the people with whom we are very close. Avoid talking about strangers and events you were not involved in. So, it is natural that something happened somewhere, we are not knowing that person, or if we are not interested in that particular thing or event, we can skip that. We are not supposed to write that here. Explain why. Like when you write your diary, if you are expressing that today was a very exciting day for me, or today was a dull day or a sad day for me. So, you cannot simply write that and leave and close and keep your diary. You have to explain why it was a very happy day, why it was an exciting day, or why it was a dull day for you. So, give the detailed description of your feeling. If you are happy, tell your diary you are happy. If you are sad, tell your diary that you are sad. And when you share your happiness and sorrow with your diary, if it is happiness, it will increase, and if it is sorrow, it will naturally decrease. And last but not least, don't be afraid to write about your feelings and emotions. So, in our diary, we are free to express anything, any type of emotion, any type of feelings. After all, it's a personal diary and you share everything with it. And one more thing you have to remember, children, if you find someone's diary, if you see that someone's diary is lying somewhere on the table or some other place, you are not supposed to take it and read it, because it is something very personal. And yeah, of course, if that person allows you to read, you can obviously read and enjoy. Otherwise, you are not supposed to read it. Keep that always in mind. Now let us see, while we write diary, what all things we have to include in the diary. First and the foremost thing, date. Usually if you are writing in a printed diary, which we get as complimentary copies or which we buy from the shop, if it is printed, their dates will be already there. But if it is not, if the dates are not mentioned there, we have to write the date, and usually we follow this type of format, or you can write everything on the left side. Here I have taken this example, 15 February, Monday, then year I have written that side. If you wish to write the time, you can write the time here, or that year also you can write here, or in one line you can mention. Like 15th February 2021, Monday, and then time, at what time you are writing the diary. Okay? Then opening. Opening of the diary. Like when you meet your friends, how do you greet them? Hi friend, hello friend, so many things, no? So like that only you will greet your diary. This part is not compulsory, but it looks good. We feel as our own. So you can mention as dear diary, hello diary, hi my friend diary, like that. Then comes the introduction part. You have to remember one more thing. After date, leave one line. Then again after opening, leave one line, and then start the introduction part. So if you are writing, Today was an exciting day as I went for a picnic or as I went for some adventurous trip. So, you can introduce that here. After that, body of the diary. Here you can express your feelings, your emotions and whatever you like to write. You can write here, you can write in one paragraph, you can use different paragraphs to write, you can write 1 page, 2 page, it depends how much you are interested in writing. And if it is something very personal, there you can draw pictures, you can scribble, you can draw cartoons, you can do anything. But when it comes in our English as an activity of diary writing, you have to follow some formal format. You cannot scribble, you cannot draw cartoons. Keep that in mind. And at last, the closing part. You can say good night to your diary, you can say bye bye to your diary, and you can, like when you depart from your friend, you say so many things, no? See you tomorrow, see you, like that you can express here. So, that is about the format of diary entry. All these things which are written in yellow, you are not supposed to write that. You have to write only this part and try to keep everything aligned on the left side of the diary. Okay, date, you have the option of writing this side and that side, and rest of the thing you can keep aligned towards the left. Here are few sample diary entries. See, the first one you can see it is already a printed diary, date is already there, day is there, and then the child has written the diary. And here is another example. Heading has been given, a day in my village. So, maybe that child was very excited to visit the village, so big heading the child has given. But in our formal diary, we are not going to give any heading. We will be writing from here like this: date, day, time, and then dear diary, and then the body of the diary. One more sample is here. Hope you all understood how to make a diary entry. Here is an assignment for you all. Pick your favorite fiction book and imagine you are the main character. Write your diary entry from their perspective using their voice. Like, you might be reading many fiction books, Harry Potter, Percy Jackson. So, you can pick any one character from those books and think yourself as that character and write about one particular portion of that book. Hope you all understood how to make a diary entry and how to do this assignment. Thank you. See you in the next session. Bye bye.